And also, you can discuss what you are going to say in class. For example, you can tell the parents that if they ignore sex education, their children may probably become teenage mother. Also, you can tell the parents that if their children may fall victim to AIDS or adolescent pregnancy if sex education is not carried out. Besides, lots of papers emphasize a very important information that always is ignored by teachers and parents. That is, sex education doesn't mean to tell students to have no sex. Always talking about have no sex in class will only raise the students' adverse feeling. Instead, sex education means to tell the students how they can protect and respect themselves as well as others. Second, you can talk about sex in an informal setting rather than lecturing. Since teachers may feel embarrassed and don't know how to start a lesson about sex, you can talk about sex in a relaxing discussion. According to the paper I just mentioned, if teachers can make the discussion in a casual atmosphere, use various teaching materials and flexible teaching activities, the students will accept the concept taught by teachers easier. Okay, the next. Teenagers are easily misguided by the information from internet and adult videos. A study conducted by the Association of Taiwan Sexuality Education says that most teenagers get their sex information from adult video and sex comic books. Those exaggerating content will only make the situation worse. Real cases can tell the students truth and correct their wrong concept about sex. Besides, sharing real cases with students will also make the discussion further and impress those students. Take myself for example. My professor had shared this case written by me, which is about a teenage father with her friend. The friend is a high school teacher. The teacher made the students discuss about this case and think about what they will do if they were the roles in this case. My professor told me that the discussion worked a lot, and the students were very impressed by this real case. Okay, let's sum up the materials we mentioned today. First, lack of sex education is very helpful to not only teenagers but also our whole society. Next, the reasons that teachers choose not to talk about sex in class may be from embarrassment or nervousness. Third, chatting rather than lecturing about sex and sharing real cases are very useful.
Okay. And no matter what subject you teach and what you're going to guide, the most important thing you have to remember is that you have to spend time to discussing with students about sex issue, and also make sure teach them to use condom.
Okay, now try to imagine if every teenager had the right concept of sex, and problems like teenage pregnancy, sexual disease of teenagers, and abortion and related problems will no longer exist in our society. But if we ignore the importance of sex education, all of these problems like teenage mom, abortion, and AIDS will be more and more serious in our society. So, next. If your simple words can protect your students from danger and change their lives forever, why not give it a try?
At the beginning of our speech, we mentioned that 40% of teenagers in Taiwan have had sex experiences, and 60% of them shouldn't use condom in the first time. The lack of sex education is the main reason for it. Therefore, teachers and parents need to know the importance of sex education immediately, and they need to teach students the right concept about sex right away. So, click on the video. Okay, remember to teach your students to use condoms.
Use condom.
Thank you.
Thank you.